The post-major CS2 update is upon us. Is it good? Yeah, it is. Is it bad? Sorta. Yeah. There's genuinely tons of great quality of life and gameplay adjustments, and most notably, Bob is back. But so is Dust 2. Yes, you heard me. Dust 2. I don't know. Let's talk about it. All right, so first up, quality of life stuff. After a year of whining and clamoring and memeing and whatever else, Valve finally re-implemented a left-handed view model. I'm gonna be brutally honest. I don't really care. I know this affects a lot of you, and I'm genuinely so glad you guys finally got this, but like, yeah, you can press H to switch by default. Cool, I guess. They also adjusted the Bob view model itself, which you can see here is a little cleaner, it's a little tidier, it's less jarring. I think it's a good change. They also added a zoom toggle for the minimap, which you can see here. If you press the button in the top left corner, you can see the minimap coming in and out, which is useful. It's cool. They also added a lineup specific crosshair that when you hold a piece of utility cocked back for a period of time will just automatically appear on your screen, which is really, really, really cool. Anytime Valve acknowledges the existence of lineups and like actually facilitates their use is a really big dub in my opinion. It's one of the things that makes Counter-Strike unique, and even though it's community driven, I really like when Valve leans into it. This next one is one of those things that no one asked for, but is really cool. They also added a new kill feed icon that when you kill someone from mid-air, wow, that's gives you the simple falling off icon. It's sick. Next, the buy menu. Okay, this is probably my favorite change. I really like this. We now have a next round minimum in the top right corner. They finally went full Valorant and just threw this in for newer players and players who are still at that beginner intermediate level. This is really helpful. This is honestly really great. It's one of those things that it doesn't harm anyone. It doesn't hurt the skill ceiling and it lowers the skill floor, and it just teaches people how to like buy, right? Like this hurts no one. It's a really good addition. The other thing they added was this lovely little feature now that when you're standing in spawn and you drop a weapon, it will appear in the bottom of this menu thing here. I'm in an A map, so you can't see it, but yeah, it will appear right here, and then basically you just click on it, and then it appears in your hands. Now, for gameplay. So they buffed the Zeus, which I talk about in a separate video for this weekend, but the long and the short of it is that you now get a kill reward for it, so that you get $100 for getting a frag with it, and they actually raised the movement speed to 230 from 220, which makes it a little bit closer to the actual max movement speed of 250 when you have your knife out. They also increased the kill reward on the CZ from 100 to 300, which does help it become a little bit less of a troll weapon. I'll be honest, for the last couple of years, if you bought a CZ instead of a Tech 9 or a 5.7, you were kind of griefing. And they reduced the kill reward on the auto shotty from 900 to 600. Should have reduced it even more. This gun is an abomination. They also added a scoreboard on the escape menu, which, sure. Lastly, and most controversially, maps. So instead of just outright removing Inferno, which they should have done, what they did instead was they removed this overhang on bottom banana here, and they removed the overhang that was here top mid. What this does is just generally makes it easier to throw like things like window flashes and certain amount of utility to make T's entrying top, middle, and banana a lot easier. It just makes the map feel less claustrophobic, which is the biggest issue with it right now. It's still bad, don't get me wrong, just less madness inducing. Yeah, I mean, even just standing right here, like obviously I don't know what the lineup would be off the top of my head on grenade cam turned on, but even just without this overhang right here, it probably makes throwing the moto smoke a lot easier, right? Gives you more options for utility, just stuff like, and options for the window flash here and just stuff like that. They also made a bunch of small adjustments to like 4 maps that matter, that have to do with things like bugs, exploit fixes, clipping, stuff like that. I'll be honest, I haven't had time to go through them, but you'll love to see it. But the headline change is that they replaced Overpass with Dust 2. Yes, the bad Dust 2, the one with this stupid mid overhang thing that made everyone, even the people who liked the map, like me, hate it. I agree, for what it's worth, that taking out Overpass was actually not a bad option. Like, the map is criminally stale and just CT-sided in like the silliest and most outdated ways, and in my opinion, just obscenely boring to watch. Some agree with me, some don't. That's fine. It really is just a question of preference. I would rather have seen either Mirage or Inferno get taken out instead of Overpass, but I would rather see Overpass get taken out than Vertigo. But Dust 2? Brother, I think I speak for the entire community when I just say, why? Why couldn't we just wait for Train or Cash or Cobble? Why did we have to reinsert a busted, badly reworked map just because we didn't have anything else that was ready to put in? This map rotation feels really out of touch, which is crazy because the rest of this update does not. It really does feel like Valve is listening to what we as a community want, except when it comes to maps and the anti-cheat. So yeah, Valve are adding Overwatch back into the client, which you can see the boy Gabe follower demo here, and apparently there was some sort of VACnet update that makes it so that VAC can detect suspicious behavior in real time and cancel matches immediately. Honestly, on paper, great. I'll believe it when I see it. This isn't a cheater video, so I won't make it that. But I have been playing a lot of Premier lately, mostly just as an experiment to see how bad it really is. And brother, is it bad? I would honestly say, no hyperbole, that like 70% of the lobbies I'm getting in 20k elo or higher have a cheater, either blatant or closeted, or it's just hack v hack. So yeah, this is a great update, and I don't want to take away from that. But I do think it needs to be said that the cheater issue continues to sour and overshadow all of the genuinely great things that Valve are doing for CS2. It's really hard to care about awesome quality of life changes or, gameplay adjustments or even terrible map rotations when the cheater issue is as bad as it is. Valve are fixing the game, but there's still a ways to go. And at least right now, it does seem like there's still one big area where they haven't made any inroads. On the whole, this is a great update, and I don't want to take away from that, but the plight to fix CS2 is an ongoing project, and I don't think there's any use in ignoring the biggest issue. Hold on. Bro, this is harder than it looks. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you, I thought this would be easier. Bro, simple is f***ing hacking. What the f***, bro? Okay, whatever. I'm done. I'm done.